I'm Tiffany Perry,
I'm Myraeah
and we are the hosts of the Sidekick Kickback,
with the book Best Friend,
where we connect with individuals who are making impact on the city of
Richmond.
and surrounding counties. Today, we are happy to partner with the city of Richmond and the Richmond Police Department Community Connections. And today, we will be talking with the Richmond Police Department Chief of
Police.
Chief Rick Edwards. So, Chief Edwards, we have some questions we would like to ask you. Myraeah's gonna start. We're gonna with your first question. How tall are you?
How tall are you?
Who told you to ask me that? Okay. I'm 6'8" tall. First, you gotta give me some grace today because I'm a little intimidated. I've never been on a podcast before. It's my first podcast, and I've never met a influencer as famous as you. So give me some grace today. I might be a little nervous, but I'm 6'8" tall.
6'8" right? What sports have you played?
All right. So I played basketball. So when I was in high school, I played basketball. I went to postgraduate at Fort Union Military Academy where I played. Then I went to the University of Richmond, right here in the city. I played basketball for them. And
Hey, you can actually read
oh,
to know my question.
No.
oh, what was I supposed to tell people? You give me the questions ahead of time. But so, and then I went to Europe and played basketball. And then I came back and I wanted to be a police officer. So I came back to the city I loved and joined the Richmond Police Department.
What do you like
you
for
like
school?
Well, my favorite subjects were history. So I really liked history, English. I wasn't very good at math though.
What did you say?
I said, what did I say?
You said, what do I like in school? No, what subject was my hardest? So math was my hardest subject, but I got through it.
You want to share with the chief what's your hardest subject in school?
My hardest subject is math and reading and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, you're a smart girl. I'm sure you're going to do well and get to good grades.
Why did you want to be a police officer?
Because I never wanted a normal type job. First thing I wanted to help people, and I wanted to do something where I was out in the community walking around. My wife has a very boring job. She sits behind her computer all day and she types in things.
That's just like my dad.
Okay, well, that wasn't for me. So I wanted to go out and do something where I could help people. And I get to do that every day as a police officer.
Ray asking, what do you do for fun?
What do you do for fun?
Well, I love playing with my dogs. So I have 2 dogs. Do you have any pets?
No.
Okay, so I play with my dogs. I play with my kids. I have 2 sons. One's 17 and one's 14 years old. So I spend time with my wife and my 2 sons and our 2 dogs, and we enjoy doing that.
Ray, what's your next question for?
Well, I'm about to have a pet in class, and I'm about to have a class pet. That is a cow.
A cow.
And Clay?
You're gonna have a cow that's gonna be a pet? You're gonna get some milk from the cow? Okay. What school do you go to?
Elementary school.
I know, but
But it's called the Springers now.
oh, okay. I can't wait to see that cow.
You might not be able to see it.
Well, then maybe they'll have some pictures.
What's your favorite food?
I like pizza, and not just any kind of pizza. I like thin crust with pepperoni and jalapenos. That's my favorite meal.
Wait, what are jalapenos?
It's a very spicy pepper that they put on the pizza.
Ask him what's his favorite ice cream.
What's your favorite ice cream?
All right, this is going to be an unsatisfying answer, but I don't eat ice cream anymore. I love ice cream, but I can't eat it because
You sound just like my mommy. She eats a type of ice cream, but it's not really ice cream.
it's like a special
It's
ice
a
cream.
frozen yogurt.
Okay. Well, I used to when I was your age, I could eat everything I wanted to eat and I wouldn't gain any weight. Now, if I eat ice cream, I'll get overweight, and I don't want to try to avoid that because I'm older now. The metabolism slows down, so it's harder for me. But I used to like.
How will you get overweight? Is this sweets? It's not like vegetables or nothing.
Well, there's a lot of calories in ice cream. So I've had to cut that out of my diet, even though I do like it. Right.
Because you do work in the community too, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I help people in the community, like kids that don't have toys and stuff.
Well, that's so nice because not everyone.
I might want to start donating toys to people.
Well,
I
that'll
watched it on YouTube. It's a
Well-
good thing to do.
well that'll make you feel good, making sure not everyone has the money to buy their own toys. So that'll make kids feel special if you can do that for them.
Is that what you're gonna do with your Barbie? Give your Barbie to the kids?
All right. That's
Tell them about your Barbie? Go ahead.
So my Barbie is like I have a Bratz doll and
Mhm.
stuff. I have like different type of Barbies.
And you're gonna give
We're
that.
trying to make it into a doll so we can use it.
Oh, that'll be wonderful. Oh, you have your own doll. That's you?
Yes.
Oh, that is so cool. I know a lot of little girls would love that.
Yeah, Disneyland.
Oh, wow.
And stuff.
Very
My dad
cool.
wanted to see the Disneyland castle, the fireworks at the top, because this is where the
You'll get to go there.
This is the doll, baby. This is the Ray doll.
The Ray
broke
doll.
best friend. So, Chief, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
What's the best part of your job?
That no 2 days are the same. So every day I come to the office now and there's different challenges, different things happening. So it's exciting and interesting.
Okay, so what do you do when things don't go your way?
Well, it is a very stressful job. So just being a police officer in the city of Richmond can be stressful alone, but being the chief, I've found over the last couple of years is an up at dawn, all day, 24/7, 365-day a year job.
Okay. So now that we heard that, can you tell me some stuff things that you do inside our community besides police work?
Right. Well, we're committed to community engagement. So every month we have 1 week out of that month, we pick a day and go to one of the communities that are struggling with violent crime. We do a community walk. So our officers are out there before there's crime scene tape up, before anyone's been hurt, and we knock on the door and we hear it from the horse's mouth. So we want to hear what's going on in the community, what their concerns are when it's not an emergency. And then also another day out of the month, every month we have a pop-up event. So we pick, again, a community that's struggling with crime, and we have an event where we're not necessarily walking. We bring in a DJ, we pass out our swag, we bring an ice cream truck out, and people come and meet us and talk to us about what's going on. The next one is going to be, we're going to have a trunk or treat as well.
Oh, that's dope.
So we'll post it on our social media.
Hey, how about you put your trunk or treat with our trunk or treat? We can
I
make
think-
it look better.
I think that's an awesome
Maybe for
idea.
the future next year, because we're in the county, he's
Yeah.
a city police officer.
Well, we can invite you to ours too,
Yeah.
because like I said, if I can have a celebrity come to our event, we're gonna have a lot more people show up. So we'll definitely invite you.
All right. So what's your plans for the rest of the year for the Richmond Police Department? What's your goals? What you look forward to?
Well, the most important thing, obviously, is continuing to reduce violent crime. So I just did a press conference last week where we give an update to the community and to the media where we're at with violent crime. So we're down 8% year over this time last year. Last year we finished with a 7% reduction. So it doesn't always feel that way when you look on the news, but Richmond is safer than it's been, and a lot of it's due to our relationships with the community. A lot of it's due to the planning that we've done to try to put our officers in the right place at the right time to impact crime. And, I think there's just, what I want to do is continue to drive that number down and make sure that we keep our community safe.
I'm glad that you said that. Now that you said that, what are you looking forward to getting more police officers? What are you going to do to recruit more police officers to
Well,
the police department?
Well, it's a challenge because, as many people know, policing is short all over the country, particularly in urban environments, and we're about 150 officers down from where we should be. And so what we're trying to do to recruit is we have had historic pay raises. So we are now competitive with our counterparts in Chesterfield, Henrico, and Hanover. And we have a mechanism in place that we will be competitive for the next 3 years in our contract. So we have a police union that has negotiated a contract with the city so that we're going to be right, every time the county increases their pay for their officers, we're going to increase. So we won't lose officers for pay reasons. But the big thing is we have to get people interested in this work again. So that's the key thing for us.
Interesting work. So my next question will be, how do you keep a good police officer from becoming a bad police officer?
Well, the problem with policing is the problem that every employer has, and that we recruit from the human race. So people are flawed, but I'd like to think in the Richmond Police Department, there's only 4% of the people that applied with us last year. The hundreds of people that applied were accepted. So we have a very high standard, even though we're short-staffed, because it starts with picking the right people. And we do more to ensure that it's the right person. We do a complete background check. We have a physical fitness test. We have a written test to make sure that they're smart enough to be a police officer. We talk to their neighbors, their former teachers, their former employers. We do a polygraph exam. We do drug tests. We do a psychological exam. We have a panel interview. So it's a long process. And then we have an 8-month academy where we're evaluating them. And then a year after they're on the street as a police officer, there's still an evaluation process. And what we found is that if someone doesn't meet our standards, we're going to cut ties with them. And we're going to hold people accountable, because even good police officers make mistakes. And when they make the mistakes, it's important to know that we're going to hold them accountable.
Oh, I love that. So being out here, we go out and we talk to the youth. How can you pull the youth in? What message would you have for the youth in our community?
Well, I think that getting people interested in law enforcement is a part of it. If there's something that you see in policing that you have a problem with, I always encourage folks to do ride-alongs with our officers to see what it actually is. But for our youth, I think it's so important for folks to have options. And those options start when you graduate high school. That's a big stumbling block for young folks if they don't have a high school diploma to be able to get gainful employment. But if they don't have a diploma, there's ways to go back and get that. So I think there's that, and continuing education, staying away from the wrong people.
Correct.
Because if you're hanging out with someone who is committing crimes, even if you're a good person, they're bringing that negativity towards you. And I've seen so many times where people get caught up being arrested or getting hurt in violent interactions with people, not because they're a bad person, but they're hanging out with the wrong crowd.
Absolutely. All right, Myraeah, do you have any questions you want for the chief before we?
Or anything you want to tell them about you?
Tell them they can start following us. Tell them where they can follow us at, how they can find
You
us.
can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and TikTok.
And what's the name of it? Where do they follow you?
Sidekick came back with the Burp Best Friend.
And who are you?
The Burp Best
And
Friend.
who am I?
The sidekick.
Good job. Awesome.
So, what are you selling?
I'm selling
Let you-
socks, bows, shirts.
And you take donations.
He's setting the heads.
We're working on that, okay?
So you got the merchandise.
Yes.
So we got T-shirts we can buy. We've got where can they find these? Do you have a website where people can buy your merchandise?
Yes.
All right.
We have free waters, free chips, and stuff.
Hmm.
And you selling this to do what? To go to where?
Disneyland.
To do what? What do you want to go to Disney to do?
So I can have fun and play with the Disney
And
princesses.
interview who?
That was your plan.
Okay. So we're planning on going to Disney to interview the princesses. That's like we interviewing Chief Evans. So that's our next step, our goal to help her get to Disney World. That's her dream.
I mean, it's been awesome.
Bye.
Bye.